Hey guys, Turret here bringing you a 1v1 today on Angoville. This one is between TheMachine from General's Gentleman, cast him a couple times before, and somebody with a Chinese name you can't actually see here. I think this recent patch has kind of broken the interface of the replay viewer. I don't know his name anyway, it was all in Chinese writing, so fortunately I'll just be referring to him as Axis Player from here on out. And yes, indeed, patch date. A couple changes to this map as well. You see this little bit of extra terrain down here, a broken glider, perhaps hinting that the British are going to be coming in the near future. Big changes in this patch. The main ones, machine guns suppress a lot better. The SU-76 and the Stug both received huge increases to their penetration values. They perform a lot better. And the Stug also received a health buff, so they perform a lot better as a tank destroyer. And you can no longer do snares on medium or heavy tanks if they're above 75% health. So you won't be able to Panzerfaust to full health IS-2 and damage its engine. Which all around should see maybe a bit more medium tank play. There was a big problem when you went with medium tanks before, and just a lone squad of infantry could shut down your medium tank just by throwing a AT grenade or Panzerfaust at it, forcing it back for repairs. So yeah, all in all, I mean, pretty good changes. Didn't see much of a nerf to Garb Motor. The heavy mortar did receive a slight nerf, but we're not going to see that in this matchup at least. US forces, we do the Stuart's a lot better now. Well, maybe I'm not sure about a lot better, but better. A little bit more expensive. And better at killing while on the move, which was rubbish at before. It was really underperforming at firing on the move, and also a bit more health. So we may see the machine utilising the Stuart, we may not. We see that Axis Play has gone for 3 greens into EMG, so pretty standard as to what we saw in the last patch. Looks like the machine's going for a deep flank, all 3 rifle squads and re-echelon participating in this maneuver. He's managed to secure this garrison here, which is pretty tough to deal with as the Axis Player until you get a flamethrower. Or maybe a mortar. One squad has to retreat from either side. Here come the pioneers closing in on the rifles, forcing them to retreat. I think these ones may stay in this building, just try stall, keep that cut off under control. Here comes the EMG firing from outside of the range of the garrison. So it's packing up and moving in closer. So the riflemen are just going to disengage and retreat. Still pretty good play from the machine here. Managed to cut off this, decap the victory point. Still doing a bit of harassing with these re-echelons. So he's off to a pretty good start. And with the improved performance for the machine guns, I'm expecting we're going to have to see a lot more grenade tech from US Forces players. So we'll see if the machine utilises grenades in this matchup. As for this map, Angoville, from machine's loadout, probably more likely will be airborne or rifle company. Rifle company can perform pretty well on this right hand side of the map with the flamethrowers can clear out these garrisons pretty well. And of course, Airborne has the P-47s and the paratroopers with the LMGs, which also perform really well on this map. You need those LMGs. Otherwise, you'll lose to the Grenadiers LMGs. Quite a lot of long-range engagements on this map.
This is now German territory.
We have a mortar team available for deployment.
And bars usually don't cut the mustard. Machine continues to do a lot of harassment, slowing down his Axis counterpart just by continuously stealing this garrison here. Oh yes, that's good. We have seen the captain now from the machine, so we may see the Stuart. I'm looking forward to that. If you don't know about me, usually always play Armour Company as US forces, and I'd often go for the Stuart before this most recent buff. So I'm definitely very happy about this change. The rifles try and close in, but quickly get suppressed by that base bunker. Machine is locking down the left hand side pretty well, but it's not that useful to him. He needs to penetrate the right and try and get these victory points under his control over here. Usually US Forces has the early game advantage against Ostia, and you want to have victory point control early. Nice positioning there from the machine, flanking that machine gun, forcing a retreat. Haven't got to see the machine gun make much of an impact so far this game. Machine has been playing around it quite well. Indeed, here comes the Stuart. It's exciting stuff. Slight increase to its cost? No. It's the same cost, I think. Never mind that. Well, I'm sure it was always 240 and 70 before. Yeah, it must have been the Stug increase in cost that I was getting confused with. Captain closing into close distance on this green squad. Oh, Bazooka Snipe and that Grenadier has to retreat. Decent mortar hit there, does a bit of damage. Machine's doing a pretty good job of cutting off the Axis player in this match so far. Making plenty of aggressive plays, but you can see he is about 70 behind in terms of victory points. Does have a pretty good resource advantage though. So we'll see what kind of damage this Stuart can do. Looks like his opponent's gone pretty heavy into tier 1 here. Still hasn't put up his tech structure. He has put down a med bunker, only just putting down tier 2 now. So this Stuart is going to be very hard for the Axis players to deal with. Doesn't have any anti-tank gun. No tower mines that I'm aware of. Can still Faust this though. This is a light tank, so it doesn't come under those changes. You can still Faust that to damage the engine. Same with other light vehicles, half tracks, scout cars and so on. Pack howitzer here from the machine, okay. Interesting, interesting. Well, I'm curious to see what he does with this. Probably necessary to get an indirect fire option if you haven't tech grenades to deal with the machine guns. The only other option really would be if he chose infantry company, which he doesn't have in his loadout, and went for the mortar half track. Oh, rifle grenade forced to retreat there. Stuart comes in from the side though, quickly knocks out 2 members from that machine gun squad before repositioning. Here comes a pack along the right. Looks like the Axis player is going to concentrate his forces on the right hand side, which is probably a wise idea. He needs to keep them all close to his pack.
Half-track has arrived.
Minesweeper there from the machine, nice work. Making sure that there's nothing for Stuart to run into over here. Oh, but down goes the captain there. Flamethrower finishes the job. It's another change in this patch. Flamethrowers supposed to be made more consistent. Decrease their chance of a critical, so they can only crit units under half health, and slightly increase their damage to compensate. So there should be a bit less RNG for flamethrowers. We do see the squad wipe half track, as the machine likes to call this. And he's chucking the Shrek squad in there, so he looks like he wants to hunt down the Steward with that, which is perhaps what we may see more often now. Now that the changes have been made. Of course, the Steward does have shell shock, so you can always stun that vehicle and maybe get away safely. I'm not sure. I haven't really seen these two vehicles go head to head before, so this is going to be an interesting match if it does actually pan out that way.
Contact! Our squad has been honored by its bravery.
Rifles chased away from the left hand side there. Quite a few greens over here, and the machine gun also. Pack's moving on to that side. Where's the machine moving? Machine's moving two rifle squads over here. Got an armor company. Okay, so he's like me. He likes to go with the armor company. I've seen him go with the armor company once before on a Langris guy, but he actually lost that game. So Pack gets a shot off on the Stuart, and straight away you can see the difference in health in the Stuart. Usually they'll take it down to half. Now it's only on a third. Takes a Shrek shot. Oh, and goes down to the Pack there. But they're a bit ambitious there, trying to knock out that 250 half track. But yeah, I'm not sure what I think about that. That maneuver there, I don't think that was a very good play from the machine. You see Strug E in fact. Mechanized assault from the Axis player. This thing has also received a change, decreased rate of fire and increased health. So that decreased rate of fire should probably have happened a long time ago, but increased health, we'll have to see how that goes overall. I suspect the machine may be thinking Wolverine at this point. Wolverine tends to do pretty well against Strug E. Hasn't ticked to Major yet. Straight away you can see how much slower the Strug E is firing there. Still has its lethal force though, knocking out 3 of those rifles in one hit. Back out to trying to fire on those greens, not having much success. Struggy getting a bit bold here. Anti-tank gun M1 fielded by the machine. It's 2 shots off. Damaged engine on the Strug E. Now it's in trouble. Will the machine call on the Wolverine to try and finish the job?
We are suffering losses.
Looks like he lost a squad over here, maybe? Wasn't paying attention, sorry guys. Push stalls there, runs into the machine gun, has to retreat. Looks like he's trying to advance his AT gun to finish the job, but as you can see there's a bit of a hill here. It's quite hard to fire up that hill and land your shot. Especially if you're firing into fog of war with that decreased accuracy, you're going to have a lot of trouble. M1 pulling way back. I'm surprised the machine did not field the Wolverine there to try finish the Stuggy. I probably would have done so. Also, usually as armor company I tend to get a fuel cache down at some point. You notice he was floating about 3 to 500 manpower for a large portion of the last 5 or so minutes, maybe slightly more. Usually I put down a fuel cache, slightly increases your command point ticker, gets you closer to the call-ins. And of course the call-ins being slightly more expensive helps to make them more affordable.
Reinforcements complete.
Rifles run head on into the machine gun. Machine has indeed tech grenades though, and off goes a pineapple grenade. Nearly finishes off that machine gun, forces it to retreat. May still die on retreat. No, mortar. It's a nice hit there, and that rifle squad's probably going to have to retreat. Here comes a couple grenadiers. This rifle squad's mighty low. If the machine doesn't react in time, he could lose it here. Ooh, he's lucky that mortar shell was slightly off target. Stuggy's being fully repaired, returning to the front lines. Panzer Grenadiers also returning to the front lines. Machine is also tech bars, so that's good. Definitely need bars as you need to, if you want to go head to head with LMG Grenadiers, you need bars. Otherwise your rifles will just get bullied off the map by the excellent DPS of the LMG Grenadiers.
We are losing a sector.
Back out. I suppose it's been suppressing a few squads, but that was its second kill right there. It's been on the map for quite a long time as well, probably close to 10 minutes, so it hasn't been performing too well. I heard that maybe you're supposed to field it quite close to the enemy and not fire over obstacles, and that's the way it's supposed to be played, but I'm not sure about that. I still need to try that out. Stuggy moving to the right, trying to chase away these rifles. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, that rifle squad just gets away. I think if that was the old Stuggy, that rifle squad definitely would have died there. Probably would have got 3 shots off there instead of 2 and probably gotten the wipe. Quite a few bars in fact now from the machine, and he's fielded the dozer. So he definitely could have afforded their M10 80 fuel and it wouldn't have hurt his bulldozer production. It's another change actually. Flamethrowers will only explode when they're down to the last man, which that squad of pioneers was indeed down to. Deep flank here by the machine with his rifles, getting behind this machine gun. Nicely done. Nicely done. See, the Axis player has the required amount of fuel saved up for a Tiger, just needs a few more command points. Unfortunately, don't really know what his command point ticker is. It's blocked by this heads up display size. Or maybe if I decrease it like that. Look at that, even better.
The enemy is taking our territory.
That'll do.
German territory increased.
Bulldozer Sherman over here, trying to do some work. Bulldozer Sherman's quite slow. Has more health and armor than the regular Sherman. And of course it shoots its 105mm shells. Quite good at wiping squads in one hit. Though its shells can be quite inaccurate, especially when it's moving. At this point the machine probably... Okay, he's going for the M10. I was going to say he's got a choice. He's got to either tech up and start building a Jackson, or start massing a few M10s. Usually especially on a map like this, I'd probably prefer to go for a Jackson. Just for that extra range and the extra firepower. The M10, well, it does have more health and it's a bit faster than the Jackson. There's trouble penetrating its frontal armor, so you do have to do quite deep flanks. That being said though, since the snare change, doing flanks should be a lot easier with the M10, so I'm curious to see how this plays out. Many a time have I lost in the multiple M10s versus Tiger matchup, but it tends to have been because my M10s get snared and the flank fails. May not happen this matchup. Uh-oh. Stuggy's in a bit of trouble. Oh, bounces that M1 shot though, gets away. And you can see there the machine gun, even at max range, suppressed that rifle squad in the first burst.
Enemy forces are securing our territory. UKW has released a Tiger for our use.
Looks like the machine's got to field a second field gun. As I was saying, maybe he probably, or I think he probably should have invested in a cache, fuel cache. I think it goes quite well with the bulldozer, or with Arm Company, sorry. You see how quickly that rifle squad got suppressed. Here comes the bulldozer. Oh, knocks out that Pioneer, and that's the last Pioneer for the Axis player, so he won't be able to repair his Tiger if it does take damage until he decides to make some more Pioneers, which is definitely a good window of opportunity for the machine. Plenty of, oh, nice grenade over the wall there by the machine. Nicely played there, sir. Notice the machine did not field any assault engineers. I don't think I remember seeing Axis player ever fielding Pioneers with minesweepers, so perhaps that's a lost opportunity. Demo charges, and if you make a cluster of the 4 or 5 Armor Company nades, they can destroy the engine of tanks. Takes a bit more micro than just planting normal mines, but alright. Wolverine's actually doing pretty good damage against the frontal armor of the Tiger. This is pretty rare, especially when it doesn't have heat shells equipped. Has to pull back though, Pack and Tiger. Perhaps the Tiger should have chased there. Tried to finish the job. One more hit on the M10 would have done the job. I know there's a M1 tank gun here, but odds are it probably wouldn't have penetrated the Tiger anyway. Still, it's always good to get some veterancy on your Wolverine. And it's actually pretty cheap in terms of fuel, really, for how good it is. Very good at crushing as well. It's speed, and it just seems to be very good at crushing. Probably going to see a lot more of that now in this patch, now that you can't snare it so easily. Target weak point employed there by the pack, stunning the bulldozer. Not really anything to follow up on it. Second pack's moving to position, but I think the bulldozer will be able to get away. The last shot hits the dirt. I think the bulldozer was out of range by then anyway. The hill there working the machine's favour for once. Pack continues an ambitious advance, but machine continues the retreat. And you can see there the speed of the bulldozer's unit. Very slow. Quite hard to get out of the way of the pack. Pack's arc of fire. a really seen mechanic though with the bulldozer Sherman is create barrier, so you can build like mounds of dirt which count as heavy cover. I think I've only done that twice. Usually as the US player you're advancing and attacking rather than sitting behind heavy cover and defending, especially as armor company, because you don't have any LMGs, and often you do go for captain tier, so you don't have the 50 cal either. Tiger on the prowl, moving across the right hand side, runs the M1. Machine activated armor piercing rounds straight away, but doesn't penetrate on either of those. Looks like he queued up an AT grenade and hoping that that anti-tank gun will penetrate, and then the AT grenade would actually damage the engine of the Tiger, but that was not successful. Wolverine's up to Vet 1 now, so it will gain access to the evac rounds. Which... alright, they don't cost too much, so... I suppose that's his saving grace. M1 actually doing quite a lot of damage to the Tiger here. It's been sitting under its arc of fire for a long time. Oh no! Panda Shrek squad gets wiped there and drops a Shrek. In comes light artillery barrage, clears the M1, kills the M1 in fact. Still, I think that was a good trade for the machine there. A lot easier to rebuild an M1, which is 270 manpower, versus your Vet 2 Panzer Grenadiers with Shreks, which are 340 plus 120 munitions.
The enemy still has 300 points.
Pretty even in terms of victory points. Here comes the M1 trying to finish the job on the Tiger, gets around to its flank. Activated the heat rounds, but for some reason just wasn't firing that first shot. Does have very slow turret rotation, the M1. Main gun destroyed! Oh no! Tiger's definitely going to go down here. That was one of the other changes in this patch. Oh man, if your tank gets below 25% health, it has a chance to receive the main gun destroy critical. So instead of happening at 0 health and tanks getting away from RNG, it can happen at 25% health and really turn the tide of an engagement there. Tiger may have won that fight otherwise. One more shot on the Wolverine would have taken it out. So a lucky break there from the machine. He still has floating a lot of manpower. It's got 4 rifle squads. It's got a pretty good core of infantry actually, so doesn't really need to build any more infantry. I think some caches would probably go pretty well though. Maybe munitions cache. He seems to be spending a lot of munitions on bars. I think all of his rifles have double bars now. And of course other miscellaneous abilities, armor piercing rounds, and so on. Vet 2 now from the Wolverine. What does that gain? So it's faster, better turret rotation, and increased accuracy on the move. That's pretty good at veterancy too. I rarely ever see this thing get to Vet 2. Usually you kind of have to throw it away. But you can see that increased move speed. It's duking that Tiger with great ease. Definitely a lot faster. Look how fast that thing moves along the road as well. That's really good at Vet 2. What's it gain at Vet 3, I wonder? Can't tell because it's been decrewed. Never mind. Struggy's been sitting in the base for quite a long time. Axis player keeps losing his pioneers. Really, if you've got a heavy tank on the field, you need at least 2 sets of pioneers to repair it. Got a heavy tank with a few other supporting tanks, probably need 3 squads to repair it. This is of course not including OKW, where they can get their hazard removal package upgraded and increase their repair speed. Or US forces where their vehicle crews can jump out and repair the tanks. Just the vanilla factions. Looks like this pack was largely forgotten about, maybe cleared here by the bulldozer and rifleman squad. That squad get quite quickly suppressed there. Bulldozer Sherman does have the 50 cal upgrade now, and you can see its accuracy there. Oh, does manage to clear the pack, and that's lucky because would have died to the next shot. Oh, but another pack from the side finishes the job. Yeah, the Bulldozer Sherman, as I was saying, is quite slow, so it can be quite cumbersome getting it out of the way of pack fire. Looks like light artillery barrage coming down on this fuel point here. Easily dodged there by the machine. Who's fielded a second Wolverine? Is that? Yes, it is 2 Wolverines. So just when you thought the Corlin meta was dead, it continues with the US forces. We do see the machine though has teched to Major, so he may employ a forward retreat point at some point in the future. At this point the machine also may consider just trying to focus on the right hand side. There are 2 victory points on the right hand side.
Capture complete.
And he needs to keep those victory points ticking. We do see that Axis player has fielded 2 squads of Pioneers, which is good. Trying to repair his Tiger, and his Struggy needs a bit of engineering love. Oh, here we go, Assault Engineers. This is what I was waiting for the whole game. Assault Engineers, of course, being the coolant. 280 manpower, 4-man squad. Tend to die pretty quickly. Got the grease guns. Same as vehicle crews. So, okay at close range, but usually take too many model losses closing the gap to actually be effective. You can also upgrade them with the flamethrower and part demo charges and the home company mines, so they're pretty handy. Just not as a combat unit. M10s, looks like they're going to go deep here on the Tiger, try to finish the job. Bowser speed train. Oh no, that's a Jackson right there. Oh, okay, the machine got incredibly unlucky there. Tiger just escapes with his life, and that's a bug at the moment. Blitzkrieg on your tanks actually decreases the speed to 0.3 of regular instead of increasing it to 1.3. So don't use Blitz on your tanks if you're an Axis player, because it's bugged out at the moment. So anyway, back to what I was saying, the machine did a really good job there. What he did is he switched the vehicle crews. So he put the Wolverine crew into the Jackson, giving the Jackson Vet 2, making it much more powerful, and left the low veterancy, or the no vet crew from the Jackson into the Wolverine, which is a sensible way to do things, because usually the Wolverine with the shorter range will be at the front and you'll have a high chance of losing that, so you want to have the less experienced crew in that vehicle. Still, this is a lot of bars here for the machine, who's actually now teched to Lieutenant as well. I wonder if we're going to see a late game M20, maybe put down some mines. He of course does have the option to put down armor company mines. Or maybe he's going to go for a 50 cal. It also would be a good idea. He's still floating a bit of manpower. As I was saying though, he probably should have got some caches down at some point.
You guys, listen to me if you want to live.
Seems like fuel is the limiting factor at the moment for the machine.
We have 300 points remaining.
Pack crew is ready.
Ooh, back out lands a shot there, does a little bit of damage, suppressing that green, or 2 green squads in fact. And this is what I was talking about. This is the range that I thought the back out would be effective at. Oh, and there you go. I think I wiped a squad there. Look at that little cluster. Nice work from the pack outer. So that's what I was saying at the beginning of the game about getting the pack outs a bit closer, a bit more in peril of losing it, but it seems to be doing the trick here for the machine. Pack gets cleared, and I think that was the Vet 2 pack as well, so that's a big loss for the Axis player. Won't have access to target weak point anymore, which is very effective. Still has this Tiger though, only 3 cores repaired, but machine doesn't really have any tanks at the moment to chase it down. Does have M1, only one M1, the other one got destroyed. Was trying to steal that pack, which would have been nice. No, 2 M1s in fact. This one's also setting up. Both having a bit of trouble penetrating the Tiger. Well, if it sits here right in front of them, he's gonna have a bad time. Oh no, now he uses the bug blitz and it can't move. Oh no! Oh no, oh no, I can't believe this. Oh, and he gets away. Oh my god, that was so lucky. I feel very sorry for the Axis player. Wow, look at that hit from the pack out. That was all good. That is the risk though, having in the front lines. Might get laser beamed down by the LMG Greens. So yeah, that was you got to see the bug blitzkrieg in action once again there. Until it gets patched, guys, don't use blitzkrieg. Here comes the bulldozer. He's on the prowl. Bulldozer has a lot of trouble chasing down squads on retreat due to its inaccurate shells. That's why you need the 50 cal, which only just finished upgrading then. Here come the assault engineers, but I don't think they're going to be able to do much. They may even lose to these 2 crews. Looks like they were. But here comes a nice blob from the machine. MG42 there, where's the other one? Okay, 2 MG42s just set up covering the left. So they're powerless over there to stop this blob from the machine. Tigers returning to the front lines. Gets a nice hit off on the bulldozer. Pack also stops. Needs one more hit. Oh, and down goes the second bulldozer Sherman there. Nicely done by the Axis player. Notice he also used the prioritized vehicles there on the Tiger. Uh-oh, Pack may clear out the Tiger here. Stolen Pack. No, bounces that shot. Blitzkrieg again. No, how does he not realize that it's bugged? 3 times. 3 times he does that. And oh man, down goes the Tiger. Oh gosh. Sometimes it can be hard to break yourself from habits like that. I can understand. I can understand why that went wrong there. Machine could consider upgrading his assault engineers with the flamethrower, which should perform a lot better. I found that I mean, from what it felt like at least, the flamethrower Assault engineers always seem to blow up maybe more than other flamethrowers. Now that since the flamethrower changed so it can only blow up when the squad's down to one man, it should be performing a lot better, I think. Do see a demo charge down there from the machines. Pretty common crossroads there, so it's in a pretty nice position. Probably should get some arm company mines down. Maybe around here would be nice. And through these alleyways here and here. Pack finds a line on the Strug E. And you can see its health buff there in effect. No! Goes down there! Was that from the M1? Must have been. Wow. Oh, nice hit from the Pack Hao. He forces a retreat and suppresses that squad. Yes, we do see the 50 cal from the machine. And comes like artillery barrage trying to clear that position. Is successful. Major in the front lines. Not having a good time though. Assault engineers trying to flank. Clear up the pack. Doing a pretty good job. There's the machine guns. Machine guns are repositioning, advancing your healing. Fresh tiger here from the Axis player. Can only call one tiger in at a time these days. But it doesn't seem to have been too damaging to the Axis player's strategy. Oh, what is he doing here? He's just running head on into two anti-tank guns. Definitely deserves to lose his tiger here. He's trying to retreat, get around this house so the pack can't fire upon tiger, and he is successful, but the M1 penetrates it with armor-piercing rounds. What was it again at Vet 2? Mobility and accuracy. Okay, well that doesn't change its penetration, so... But yeah, that Axis player definitely got quite reckless with this tiger there. No support for it. And it's head on into two anti-tank guns, very slow to react to that fact as well. And just pointlessly lost his tiger there. This is where he's going to start feeling the burn. Relying only on call-in tanks, he's got a fair ways to go now, fuel-wise, for his next tiger. And if the machine can field a bulldozer in this time frame, he could seal the deal. He's only 20 fuel away from the bulldozer.
Enemy forces are securing our territory. Enemy contact!
In terms of victory points though, we're pretty much dead even. 240 for the machine, 225 for the Axis player. And LMG 34 or 42 rather. Oh, Vet 2 MG gets cleared there by pineapple grenade. Gets stolen in fact by the machine. It's going to be turned against Grenadiers straight away, and that's what you can see, the pretty much 90% chance to suppress in the first burst with the machine gun. Switches targets, trying to suppress this other green squad, and is successful before beating retreat. Doesn't want to lose it. MG42 is pretty strong these days. Machine now has enough for the bulldozer. I think that's what he's going to be calling in next.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Machine's got a pretty interesting core of infantry. He's got 3 anti-tank guns, pack howitzer, 2 machine guns, 2 riflemen, assault engineers, and lieutenant rear echelon. So this is one of the most diverse armies I've seen in a long time. Rifle grenade way off target. Looks like the machine's trying to clear this pack. And is successful. Machine is now trying to focus, I think, more slightly on the right where there are the two VPs. Lost his major though, so he cannot employ a forward retreat point. Oh, MG42 gets cleared there by a rifle grenade. You can see how bad those rifles are against LMG greens when they don't have bars. You can't get the job done. Here comes the bulldozer though. Oh, with my shot. What did he drop there? Oh, he dropped the MG42, and you can't Faust a tank and just hope for the best anymore. More targets cleared. Nice flank there by the machine, trying to clear out the squad on retreat with his rifles. Would do well to secure that MG42 that got dropped there. Unsuccessful in getting the white, but it's definitely way ahead if we look at army sizes. 88 versus 21. Oh, nice hit there by the bulldozer. Maybe able to get the wipe here just from the 50 cal. Looks like he's going to go. Oh, there we go. Gets it right on max range. Right on the last shot. Here comes the bulldozer again. He's got nothing to fear now. Doesn't have to worry about a Faust. He knows that there are no packs. He destroyed that other pack. So the bulldozer's free to roam. Doing a whole heap of damage to all these infantry squads. Oh!
Enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
No 240mm howitzer barrage though from the machine. A bit disappointing, we didn't get to see the RNG bombs. Here comes the last chance, the last gasp of the Axis player. Finally got his next Tiger. He has to contend with 3 anti-tank guns though. Don't think the machine put down any armor company mines, so it doesn't have to worry about that too much. This one, the M1's actually way over here, so that's could be trouble against these flamethrowers.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Pack set up well here.
Our lines of supply are disrupted. Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Tiger continues to sit under pack fire. Here comes the bulldozer joining in on the fun. Look at that wipe. Wow. Down goes that 3-man green squad. Looks like he's moving in maybe for a Faust here, but losing all his grenadiers and trying to do so. Target weak point now on the Tiger. M1. Where is the M1? Nothing else. Just it's all going to come down to the pack, but I think it's going to do it. There it goes. That Tiger just sat there under pack fire for so long. There's a Vet 2 pack as well. And improved rate of fire there. And that's the end. Overall, good to see Armour Company, my favourite commander for USF, being employed by the machine. As I was saying, I think he maybe could have employed a fuel cache earlier. Try to speed up the command point clock and help with the high fuel cost of the bulldozer Sherman. Overall though, pretty well played. He made good use of field guns. As for the Axis player, definitely do not sit your Tigers under anti-tank gun fire for so long continuously. I mean, it was just not good. Yeah, I mean that's the main thing. He lost so many Tigers just to sitting them under pack fire. It was, or M1 fire was really not that sensible. Also, note to everybody: do not use Blitzkrieg until the bug is fixed. Did cost the ex-player one Tiger, almost cost him another one over here. So be aware: do not use Blitzkrieg. Anyway guys, I'll wrap on that. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.